Have you ever tried to put a name to something, but the right word doesn't seem to be there? When I was in first grade, there was this big guy in my class. He acted tough, he talked tough, at least for a first grader. At recess, I would see what area of the playground he was on, and then I would get as far away from that spot as possible. He never bothered me, but I was one of the few exceptions. I knew the way he acted and the things he said were wrong, but I didn't know what to call it. A few years later, I heard the term bully or bullying. That was the word I could not find in first grade. The tough guy was a bully. Last week, I heard a word for the first time that's now part of the English dictionary. The word is slacktivism. It's a blend of the word slacker and activism, and it occurs when someone sees something they feel is wrong in the world and they are motivated to get involved and do something about it. We see it all the time on social media, don't we? In other online activities. We share a post that fired us up, and then we add a few of our own words to show how outraged we are that nobody cares enough to do anything about it. And then we move on with our lives. We feel better about ourselves because we got involved, but we didn't go anywhere, and we didn't have a real conversation with anyone. We actually didn't do anything, but we feel like we did. You know, I think the reason the word resonated so much with me is that it can often define me. I get fired up about an injustice or cause. I talk to a few people about it. I may write about it, but in a couple of days, it's a distant thought in my mind. Have you ever done that? My point today is not to put me or you on a guilt trip. Sharing our concerns with others or posting on social media serves a purpose, but it is the first step. If I post on something I'm fired up about and then feel good about getting involved, that's a problem. Why? Because I'm really missing out on really getting involved and doing more. If I'm outraged about I see children being treated in a certain way in a foreign country, I may never go to that country to rescue them. I may post or write about the situation. But what if I take it a step further? I could contact the organization that is working to help these children. I can see what I might do to help. Now, I've got some options for next steps. I've noticed that some of the things that fire me up don't fire others up, and that's fine. But why do they fire me up? I think I have figured out the answer. We all are different. We all have different gifts and abilities. We all have things that we get passionate about. What if that, though, is step one? Our first feeling of outrage is God bringing something to our attention. What if we are equipped to do more than make a post? What if God wants us to take that next step? What if God is giving us an opportunity to make a difference in this world? What I figured out is that I don't want to miss those opportunities. So, is there something that you're passionate about today? Is God nudging you to take steps to make a difference? And if so, what are you going to do?